In this video, we're going to talk about how to write adjusted sequence equations. Adjusted sequence equations are useful when you have a starting term that isn't very close to zero. So you can see in this example, we're starting by giving you the 12th term in the table. It's kind of complicated to write the equation for that, so we're going to show you a couple of options for how to make it easier. The first thing I would consider is what the table is going to look like. So if 4 is the 12th term in this sequence, that means that you're going to start at term 12 and you're going to write a 4 and then fill in the rest of the blanks. There's two options for how you can write the equation. The first option, you can use substitution. So the first thing that I would do is see if I can figure out what my generator is. In this case, it looks like my equation is going up by 8s. So this is an example of an arithmetic equation where I know I'm going up by 8s. So I'm going to start by putting 8 into my equation. My ultimate goal is to try to also figure out what the a value is, but I can use substitution to do that. So I'm going to choose a point from the table. In this example, I'm going to use the point 12, 4. So basically what I did here was I substituted the 12 in for n, since 12 was under n, and then I substituted the 4 for t of n, since 4 was under t of n. And now I'm going to solve for a. So if I multiply 8 times 12, I get 96. And then if I subtract 96 from both sides, I get negative 92. That means that my a value, or my initial value next to 0 on the table, is going to be negative 92. To write the full equation, I just need to know what my sequence was going up by, which was 8. And then I need to know what my term 0 would be, which we just calculated at 92. The second option that you can use, I like to call an adjusted sequence. So we're going to start by still thinking about how this table is going up by 8s. But instead of trying to figure out the 0 term right away, I'm going to adjust what I think of as my initial term. So I am going to start by putting 8 into my equation as my generator, the number that I'm going up by. And then I'm going to make an adjustment. So instead of just writing an n here like I normally would, I'm going to do n minus 12. The reason I'm using n minus 12 is because I'm going to adjust my thinking. Instead of thinking of 0 as being the initial term, I'm going to think of 12 as being the initial term, since I know that the value of term 12 is 4. So I take that term number, that n, and I put it into parentheses here, n minus 12. And then for the 4, the reason that I picked 4 was because I knew that that was what I had for my term value. From here, I'm just going to do PEMDAS. So I'm going to do 8 times n and 8 times 12, which gives me 8n minus 96. And then I combine the negative 96 and the 4 together, and I get negative 92. It doesn't matter whether I use substitution or whether I use this adjusted sequence. Either way, I come up with the same equation for this example. Now let's look at an example of a geometric sequence. So the first thing that I'm going to do is fill in the table again. If 2 is the 12th term of the table, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 next to 12, and then I'm going to continue filling in the rest of the table. And now I'm going to try to use substitution. So I'm going to think about what's my generator. So in this case, to go from 2 to 6 to 18, I'm multiplying by 3. So I'm going to substitute 3 into my equation as my multiplier. And then from there, I'm going to choose 2 numbers from the table. I'm going to choose a point from the table to substitute in. In this case, I'm just going to use the 12, 2 that I have here. And so I am using 12 as my n value, and then I'm using 2 as my t of n value. The next thing I would need to do is to calculate what 3 to the power of 12 is. I can just do that right on my calculator. And then finally, I'm going to solve for a. So to solve for a, you can see that I get this fraction, 2 over 531,441. I could take that and put it right into my equation. A second option, and I think an easier option, is to do an adjusted sequence. If you're going to do an adjusted sequence, you need to know your initial value and you need to know your generator. The difference with this is that we are going to use 12(2) as our initial value instead of using the 0 term as our initial value. You can see that my equation is still being multiplied by 3. So when I fill in my equation, I'm still going to put 3 in as my multiplier, as my generator. Let me show you where these other numbers come from. So I've got 3 here as my generator because each of these is being multiplied by 3. I'm making an adjustment here. Since I have that 12 is my nth term, I'm doing n minus 12 as my exponent. And next to 12, you can see that I have 2 under t of n. That's what I'm going to use as my adjusted initial value. If you typed this equation into your calculator, you would find that it would match this table. So your steps are to figure out the generator, and then to make an adjustment to both your exponent and make an adjustment to your initial value. The adjustment for your exponent is just going to come from your n value. So if you're using 12 as your n value, you would do n minus 12. And the adjustment for your initial value, the 2, comes from what you have under your t of n value. So that's a second option for how you can write adjusted sequences for geometric equations.